Monsieur Taner Akçam, je pas besoin de vous le présenter. Diken Chederian le fera beaucoup mieux que moi. Bonne soirée, et puis effectivement, n'hésitez pas après la conférence à poser le cas échéant, mais manifestement vous êtes tous anglophones, enfin, je dois penser surtout à moi, donc des questions en français nécessaires.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being so numerous, being here with us this evening to listen to Taner Akçam, Professor Akçam, who is in Switzerland since last time was a long time ago. So we have this honor of having him here in Switzerland, in Geneva. Professor Akçam will talk about facing history, denial, and the Turkish national security concept. Now, facing history is not about the past. It's about us. It's about our society. It's about our world. When I was looking at this map that Taner projected, I saw cities which are on the border between Turkey and Syria. They used to make part of the Ottoman Empire. I saw cities like Adana, Antioch, Alexandret. Part of my family comes from there. And you see other city names like Homs. Not far from Homs, yesterday there was a massacre committed at Mazrat al-Kubayr. 55 to 100 people killed. So what we are discussing is in a way also related, maybe indirectly about us, about our times. Taner Akçam is the first Turkish scholar who dedicated his time and his professional career to study one dark page of history of Turkey and history of the Armenians. He has written many books. The first one I remember, I saw it in a library in Istanbul. The title was The Armenian Taboo. I bought that book and now I left it in Yerevan, in an institute there. The second book I'm conscious about is A Shameful Act. I have the French translation here. And more recently, Taner Akçam wrote The Young Turks' Crime Against Humanity. So I will let Taner develop his presentation, and then we will have enough time to discuss about his research, what is specific, what he discovered working on this issue, as well as how the past, the Armenian question, the Armenian genocide is relevant in today's Turkey, in today's political discussion going on the global level. Taner, it's yours.
Thank you very much. Good evening. İyi akşamlar. Parev. İnçbesas. This is the two Armenian words that I know. I wish I could speak more. Thank you very much for the invitation. It is really a great pleasure for me. But I would like to thank at the same time Christian International Solidarity. John Eibner is here with us today. They invited me to Switzerland to present my book and some ideas in it. And this evening I'm going to talk on an important aspect of Turkish denial. As we can say, the topic has directly related with the current developments in Turkey. What is the really connection between Turkey's democratization movement and process and the history? What role plays history within that framework, in the framework of democratization? And what are the major problems? Why Turkey denies so strongly Armenian genocide? And as you know, this is the $1 million question. Everybody, whenever I met an Armenian or anybody else, they ask me two questions. Why did you get interested in that topic? And the second question is, why are you Turks denying this Armenian genocide? accept and move on. So this is the second reason, and really why we Turks have problem denying the Armenian genocide or with the reality of past has something to do with the security also. There are several reasons, but I'm going to talk this evening only one major aspect of this denial. And this is the, maybe before going to denial aspect, I have to add one more thing. For me, the major reason why Turks have problem with the past is the continuity. You have to keep in mind that Turkish Republic was established by the same party which organized the Armenian Genocide. CUP, Committee of Union and Progress, as political party, established the Turkish Republic. So, and this group, the military and bureaucracy, the civil and military bureaucracy of Turkey, which established the Republic 1920, governed Turkey until 2002-2003. So the continuity within the ruling elite is one of the major factors for Turkish denial. And of course, the class analysis is one aspect of the issue, and there is another aspect. This has something to do with the mentality, with how you approach and understand the past. And this is the topic that I'm going to talk this evening. Basically, the security concept of Turkey and how it has a certain impact on the denial of Armenian genocide. So, in 2009, in a raid against the ultra-nationalist shadowy terror organization Ergenekon, you might have heard the name of this organization, which is composed of mostly army and police officers and bureaucrats, Turkish police confiscated some documents. Among those documents was a file in which the names of 5 people were listed along with their photos. They were targeted, these 5 individuals, for assassination. My name was among this group, and Nobel Prize winner Orhan Pamuk and the Armenian journalist Hrant Dink, who, as you may know, was assassinated in January 2007, and were 2 other names also. Not the names, but the title of this file was very important for me. The title of the file was Traitors to National Security. All of people listed were known for being outspoken on Armenian genocide and for asking the Turkish government to face this history really honestly. So one can therefore draw the conclusion that to be outspoken about the Armenian genocide is to be considered a threat by certain groups to Turkish national security. So to be outspoken on Armenian genocide is a security threat. This is the logic. But then, of course, you can ask why. Before answering this question, don't think that this was or this is only the idea of some extreme racist nationalist group of individuals. No, it was also underpins legal decision making in Turkey. So now I'm going to read you from a verdict, from a judgment 2007 against 2 journalists. You already know their names. Arat Dink, son of Hrant Dink, and Sarkis Seropyan, again another journalist from Agos newspaper, who received suspended sentences of a year imprisonment for using the term genocide, and the Turkish court's decision follows. I'm quoting from the verdict of the court. Quote, talk about genocide, says court, both in Turkey and in other countries, unfavorably affects national security and the national interest of Turkey. The claim of genocide has become part of and the means of special plans aiming to change the geographic political boundaries of Turkey, and a campaign to demolish its physical and legal structure. This is the court decision. And then the ruling stated further that the Republic is under a hostile diplomatic siege consisting of genocide resolutions, and then the acceptance of this claim, court continues, may lead in future centuries to a questioning of the sovereign right of Republic of Turkey. And because of this reason, court concludes, claim of genocide 1915 is not a protected speech. So using the term of genocide cannot be considered as a part of freedom of speech, court says. Because then the court, I'm again reading from the court decision, the use of these freedoms, freedom of speech, thoughts, can be limited. Of course, there is no limitless freedom. It can be limited in accordance with aims such as the protection of national security, of public order, of public security. So, as by using the term genocide,